Well, that escalated quickly. But after the leak, Congressman Tim Burchett says he's going after the leaker or leakers with everything he's got. That includes all the resources of the House Oversight Committee. He also says he's going to take it up to Speaker Kevin McCarthy himself, and he's already digging around personally. We have not seen the end of this. Coming to you from Washington, D.C., I'm Matt Laszlo with askapol.com, journalists asking your questions of your lawmakers at your U.S. Capitol. Please remember to subscribe to us. You can subscribe for free. That's to get all these breaking exclusives right in your inbox. So, we weren't expecting this, but we just got off the phone with Congressman Tim Burchett from Tennessee. I literally pinged him at 9:23 a.m., and he called me at 9:23 a.m. He wanted to talk about the leak of David Grusch's medical records, and listen for yourself, Congressman Burchett is not happy. Oh, and just a quick reminder, when you hear the congressman ask to go off the record and then you hear silence, that's because we went off the record with him, and the silence is equal to the amount of time that we chatted off the record, and then we pop back on. Here, it's just a few seconds in the beginning. Appreciate you. And here's our exclusive with Congressman Tim Burchett of Tennessee. Hey, how are you, sir?
Hey, brother. Is this Matt?
Yeah, it is.
Hey, brother. Hey, yeah. You calling about Grusch?
Yeah, what do you make of this?
Can I say something off the record and then I'll give you a full thing on it?
Yep.
On the record, I think it's totally disgusting because this guy served his country, and now they're going to shame him because he has PTSD. That's just disgusting. And these people are ruthless. And if for something that doesn't exist, the UFOs, they sure are spending a lot of effort to block any information coming out about it.
Right. Well, first
we
off,
are over the target. They know it.
Well, first off, with PTSD, there should be no shame in that anymore.
Absolutely. It's just pathetic, really. I mean, this bunch will stoop at nothing.
And now, going forward, like, you just see this as, if anything, this redoubles your efforts, it sounds like.
Oh, 100%, and it makes people, and I think it just shows the necessity for this special committee that we wanted, that Matt Gates wrote the letter, that we all signed the letter on. It shows the reason that we need it, because now if we don't, then it just goes to prove that we are not going to stand by these whistleblowers.
Yeah. And now, if anything, does this kind of potentially gain you guys more support? Because if you go and tell...
I think it does. I think it's gonna blow up in their face, is what I think.
Because you bring this up to people on Armed Services Committee, they're gonna say, what?
Yeah. I plan on doing that.
And now, where do you think this might have come from? Anything you guys can do to put a check on the administration?
I think so. I think somebody needs to lose their job. There's probably going to be a lawsuit in it, and there should be.
Yeah, because that's private information.
It's HIPAA. It's a HIPAA violation. Absolutely.
Do you have any hunch where it came from? Intelligence community?
Not yet. But we're going to dig into it. I've got some people that know to snoop around, that can find out, that are going to find out.
Now, will you talk to Comer and use Oversight resources, or do you?
Absolutely. And McCarthy.
Oh yeah. Have you talked to him?
I never ask them. I don't ask the speaker for much, and he's always been really good to me and my family. So I hope he follows through with this.
Well, why go to him now? Because this rises to that level.
Do what?
And why go to McCarthy now? Because this rises to that level.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Did you talk to him at all after the hearing?
Yeah.
What was his take on it?
He's not a UFO believer. He thinks that if they had it, they would already be asking him for money.
Yeah.
And he'd know the lobbyists that did it. But the reality is, there's billions of dollars that go unchecked in those contracts and that are allegedly secret, and they never have passed an audit. And they have huge amounts of assets that are unaccounted for. And nobody calls it into question because they're afraid they'll question their patriotism until I came along. But I think the Pentagon's a bunch of war pimps.
Do you think we'll get an audit out of this?
We already audited them. And they've never passed an audit.
Yeah.
And a hearing on that. And it ain't gonna. Who cares? They're not gonna do anything about it because it's the Pentagon. Because they're the tail that's wagging the dog right now. Their business is war, and their business is very good.
But now you think Speaker McCarthy might wake up and get a little PO'd at this one?
I believe the Speaker will be very angry about this. I think he like the rest of us, realizes our veterans and their sacrifice.
Yeah. Well, hey, brother, it's recess. Where did I catch you at? Are you in Tennessee?
Yeah. I'm actually heading out of the district to speak to some place in Middle Tennessee in Nashville, but then I'm turning around and coming home.
Well, I'm going to let you get back to the road. Thank you so much for the call, and, appreciate your thoughts as always, brother.
All right, brother, and don't let those idiots ever get you down, man. You're an excellent reporter, dude. You're right there on the spot, and if there ever was a bunch of misfits, it's that Capitol Hill press corps. A bunch of lunatics, those people are. I always look for you because you're the only normalcy in the whole bunch for me. I don't know what that says about me or you. But,
exactly.
And whatever, I consider you a friend, dude.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think you're straight up, and you're just trying to get to the bottom of it, and you have a little compassion for other humans, and when some of those guys need to, because one day they're going to be in a spot, they're going to need somebody to help them out, and I've always noticed that you've always been very courteous to me, and I appreciate it, brother.
You're a good man, sir. You are a good man.
Keep at it, man. Thanks, brother.
Appreciate you. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Have a good one. Bye. There it is, our sizzling hot exclusive with Congressman Tim Burchett of Tennessee in the raw, as we like to do it. It's Matt Laszlo with askapol.com. We like to think of ourselves as the people-powered press corps. We're asking your questions of your lawmakers at your United States Capitol. Please give us a subscribe at askapol.com and give us a shout out if you like what we're doing. Appreciate you, and we'll talk soon.